having a life scholarship and being able to afford to go to college made me feel inspired to go.
When I got a life scholarship, it was such a relief.
I knew that I wanted to have an impact. Having a life scholarship through the SC Education Lottery was huge. It gave me the opportunity to make that impact right here at home.
The South Carolina Education Lottery. A better you, a better us, a better South Carolina. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Your morning blitz begins now.
Let's do it on a Monday. Some isolated, I almost said snowstorms. Some isolated thunderstorms coming up later this afternoon. High of 83. Good morning. Welcome to it. Kelly, how are you?
Not bad.
Good.
Yourself?
No, I'm doing really well. Yeah.
That's good.
A good weekend. How are yours?
Well, I mean, fine.
Nothing special?
I don't know, man. I've been absent-minded. On Friday, I left my vehicle on for 2 hours. Left it running.
What?
Yeah. We were getting our driveway repaved, so we had to park out in the front of our property on the grass, and all the machinery was really loud, and I pull into the front grass part of our property and just got out of the car and left. And then Charlie's like, a couple hours later, he goes, "Hey, I'm going to move your car." And I'm like, "Okay." And he went out and he goes, "It's running. It's been running this whole time. I just left it on." Like right there at the street. Anybody could have come in and taken off, I guess.
Okay.
And then yesterday, I pick up my mom to go to calling hours for a friend of hers who passed away last week. We get to the funeral home, which is right around the corner here. It's kind of a haul for me. I live in Johnstown, right? Pick up my mom. We come here to the funeral home, and the parking lot's empty. I'm like, what is going on? Doors are locked. Am I at the right place? Look at the obit. Yeah, I'm at the right place. Calling hours are next Sunday.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so that's kind of, I don't know what is going on. I think maybe, I don't know. I think I need some sleep, maybe.
Some
or
ginseng?
Maybe some vitamins.
Yeah,
I'm not
something.
Sure.
Wow. All
anyway,
right.
there you go. Longer answer to a question you never asked.
Hopefully you've got everything in front of you typed out today. You're good to go. Do you need a reprint of the show schedule so you don't forget anything? Good.
Don't feel bad, Kelly. I did that exact same thing last year when my sister's mother-in-law passed away.
Yeah?
I went to the funeral home a week early.
The wrong day.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thick, how was your fishing tournament?
It was fantastic.
Ooh.
Nice.
It was. We had a blast. My son, Tyler, and I fished it, and we didn't win money. We came in 9th place with 13.5 pounds, and so we were one spot out of the money.
Oh, they pay top 8?
We were 9.
Oh.
And then he also caught a 4.55-pound largemouth bass, which ended up being the 3rd biggest bass of the day.
How about that?
And it was prize money for the 1st and 2nd biggest bass. So we were one spot out of the money on the total weight and the biggest bass.
That's bummer.
But man, we had a blast. It was a great time.
Wonderful.
So.
Good.
Best Father's Day.
I have gifts for both of you, although I don't know if you'll take yours. I don't think you eat ribs, but I brought you meat gifts.
Meat gifts.
Yeah.
How about that?
Spent the whole afternoon chilling in the blue chair, slowly smoking the ribs. So,
they're already smoked?
Oh, they're cooked. Yeah.
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah, they're done.
That's breakfast.
It was funny because Nora went to order some food and she ordered 2 full racks of ribs. She must have clicked double, and so we made 2 huge racks. And
nice.
So we only went through one in a little bit.
Really?
So, yeah.
I could eat a whole rack.
These are big.
Are they?
St. Louis. Yeah, these are big ribs. Yeah, so I agree with you, but these are big ones for sure.
Sounds like a good Father's Day on your end.
Oh, it was great. Yeah, I got to golf on Saturday. It was a great day. Spent all day just chilling in the blue chair, watching the U.S. Open, and smoking ribs all day.
You also golfed Friday and had like one of the best rounds you've ever had.
I did. I golfed on Friday and played, and then Saturday, typical game of golf. Saturday morning, the front 9, my lip was probably bleeding from how hard I was biting it from the frustration of what was going on Saturday. I played okay on the back 9 on Saturday, but
much tougher course though, right?
Yes, much tougher course. But it wasn't even the course; it was me hitting the ball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was your score on Friday?
82, 81.
Look at that!
82.
Nice, man.
Yeah. So, which I should be right around 82, 81, somewhere 83, somewhere in there. So, anyways, let's get going on a Monday morning. In fact, I want to spice up the pod here because we've got this pair left over of unofficial galaxies, and since we're doing waterbeds and stuff, you can go to waterbeds and stuff and get yourself sent off to space, and then you can go to unofficial galaxies. And
so we're throwing that in.
Yeah, throw in the unofficial galaxy stuff.
Very nice.
It's a Monday morning. We're feeling good. We want to start your week off right.
All right, extra special morning Blitz trivia.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course you also get the $25 to water beds and stuff. So the question is, and we need the first person to text in the correct answer at 99700 to win. A man in Cincinnati, Ohio, lost control of his vehicle, hit a pole, and flipped it because what flew into his window, causing him to lose control? What flew into this Cincinnati man's car window, causing him to crash? Be the first one to tell us at 99700. We'll give you the gift card.
It's a special bonus edition of Blitz Morning Trivia. What you got, Vic?
All right, the question was a Cincinnati, Ohio man in his vehicle lost control, hit a pole, and rolled his car because what flew into his window? And here's a report from WLW Television.
Car crash caused by a cicada. One of those pesky bugs flew in through a window that startled the driver. The driver tried to get the bug out when he lost control of his car and veered off the right side of the road, and then he hit a pole. Police are saying it's probably a good idea to drive with the windows up for now.
You just can't roll your windows down.
Man.
But
although I agree, I would freak out if a giant cicada flew into my car.
Have you seen all the memes from Cincinnati, like with the cicadas on everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
They're
but I bet the
gross
fishing's
down
good.
there right now.
Right.
You know, so I remember we had them here. I haven't seen any around here. Have you guys? Yeah, I didn't think they got that far up here. But Sarah Larson from Circleville is the first one to text in the correct answer, and she scores $25 to waterbeds and stuff, and tickets to unofficial galaxies at COSI.
Yeah, a little bonus prize
nice
today.
Very
we
nice
had leftover tickets from yesterday or from last week. I figured it was a Monday. You could use that little extra Monday pick-me-up. So there you go, sir.
I texted her and told her she won, and she said, "Thanks, badass friends. Have a rockin' week."
You too, Sarah. A couple things I want to let you know real quick as you're getting ready, maybe heading into work or checking your email on your phone. Google has just put out another warning, but I guess really pushing it this time because they are encouraging everyone to change their password today. They said they've had a huge uptick in hack attempts. They're not saying anyone got through, but they're seeing a lot more attacks, and they're saying it's basically a matter of time.
Really?
So change your password on your Google account.
It's such a pain because then you have to re-log into YouTube TV. You have to re-log like everything. And do you know how hard it is to log into something on your television? Why is that more
so annoying?
That needs to be like a smart upgrade.
Smarter. It needs to be a smarter upgrade. Yes, absolutely. A lot of people say, look, I've used the password for years and I've never been hacked. Their literal answer is it's only a matter of time. So change your password. I know. Annoying, but they put out this huge warning. There's this huge article in Forbes. I mean, yeah, you're going to want to do that.
I'm going to be an explorer here. I'm going to be the one person who doesn't do it, and I'll let you know what happens.
Oh, you're going to be our
guinea pig.
Yeah, but what's the placebo effect?
With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
You're going to find out what's going on and be the outlier.
We'll see what happens.
All right.
I think really what we need is everybody needs to have a little fingerprint thing.
They had that on the phone.
Yeah, no, right, exactly.
Got rid of that.
But I mean, for just logging into whatever, needs to be a thumbprint.
So you want the price of laptops to skyrocket because everyone's going to need thumbprint. All the computers are going to
little USB connector, little thumbprint
dongle.
Yeah,
little thumbprint
just
dongle.
Plugs into your USB. It's got a little thumbprint thing on it.
Where am I supposed to keep that?
It's like right next to your mouse.
Oh, okay.
Wherever you're. Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, it'd be worth it to me. Think about it. You never have to remember a password ever again.
That's true.
Just use password 321. It's easy to remember.
Until someone grabs your coffee cup out of the garbage, takes a piece of tape, takes your thumb
and then frames you for a murder. Yeah. Are you happy now?
No, I don't want that. Bad idea. Speaking of bad ideas, here's a one for you real quick. Stop it, Heinz. Stop it right now, because they have just pushed out a new ad campaign. They have partnered with 100 Waffle Houses, and they are now putting breakfast ketchup on the table at Waffle Houses. Now, here's the thing. Geez. Breakfast ketchup is nothing more than regular ketchup with a label on it that says breakfast ketchup, because they think ketchup at breakfast should be the norm and not the exception. And I have 2 fingers located in the middle of both of my hands for Heinz. No.
Haven't you ever tried just a little bit of ketchup on your scrambled eggs?
No.
So good.
Yes, I did try it, and I never had it again.
No, I really like it. So, I mean, I would use the breakfast ketchup, and I want it labeled breakfast ketchup.
Oh,
you are a Taylor Swift song, Kelly. You're the problem. You're the problem.
I like it. I think it's fun. It's campy. It makes me want to go to Waffle House. I like it.
I also don't like the fact that people put ketchup on their hash browns. And I know, hash browns are potatoes, but you dip your French fry in ketchup, why wouldn't you? Because hash browns are different. You don't put ketchup on your hash browns.
No, you put cheese and bacon and all kind of goodness.
Not on your hash browns.
You ever had loaded hash browns?
No. No, hashy bees are meant to just be hashy bees. I don't need them cap stacked, lacked, rocked, rotted.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You know what I don't need? Your attitude about my breakfast ketchup.
Okay, anyways, moving on.
See how that happens, Goose, with her, man? It's just either get right in line.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
All right, your first story coming out of, Ohio, and it wasn't that long ago, during Blitz Morning Trivia, we found out that there was a car accident in Cincinnati because a cicada flew into a car and the driver lost his mind and ended up crashing into a pole. Well, here's the thing. Kings Island in southwestern Ohio, they've been dealing with masses of cicadas. In fact, they now have signs up at their roller coasters saying, hey, keep your mouth shut while you're riding the roller coaster.
Oh, my gosh.
See?
I've seen so many Kings Island memes with the cicadas riding all the roller coasters instead of people. And
yes, there's video of someone took a video of their kid asking about them how good of a time they're having at Kings Island, and then all of a sudden you see the cicada on this kid's shirt, and mom's like, look down, the kid loses his mind. I didn't realize, and then you see the dad grab the shirt and pull the cicada off. You can't just
they can
brush
cling
them
on.
off. Yeah. I would lose my mind too. There's no way.
People right on your nipple. Have you ever been to Kings Island?
Here, no.
That's the only one.
It is?
Yeah.
Cedar Fair. Does Cedar Fair still own them? They own multiples, but Kings Island's the only named Kings Island.
Oh, okay. Because what's the other one that is a lot of places?
Oh, Six Flags?
Six Flags, that's what it is. Okay, because we had one right in downtown Denver.
But Kings Island, it is just tons of woods all the way around the park. I mean, the Beast went all through the woods, so they got to be thick in there.
Yeah. People are posting their roller coaster photos. You know how they snap that one photo?
Yeah.
And you can see a bunch of people mouth just mouth closed real tight.
They were complaining about the midge swarms and the mayfly swarms at Cedar Point. This is way worse.
Oh, yeah.
Getting hit. It's like getting hit with a rock.
Oh, I believe it. Those things are huge.
I got to believe people would come off the roller coaster possibly with cuts on their faces.
Yeah.
I
can totally see that.
Not just going in the mouth, but...
Oh, I hate those things. Oh, my God.
Wow! That was in my mouth!
Yeah. Have fun with that. Our second story coming out of L.A., where, this past weekend we saw a lot of the No Kings protests, one of the biggest ones being in L.A. Well, the L.A. News, I believe it was Channel 6, had their helicopter out doing aerial shots and traveling to the different places to see what was going on. And one of their reporters, Stu Mundell, was actually on YouTube Live while in the helicopter. So the news was obviously doing updates, but there's times where they had 10, 12, 15 minutes of helicopter ride, so they're not just going to have that, but they did have a YouTube Live channel. Well, Stu Mundell, the reporter, killed some time in between flights from spot to spot, and people had questions. Take a listen.
You know what? I don't care. I am married. I am legally married. That's about the only way you can really say it. But I am not looking at now at all. I just had a bunch of debacles with my personal life. Yes, it's true. I know. It's hard to believe. I got nothing right now. Got nothing. Not really looking. Trying to find myself and be happy. I'm being serious about that. I want to be beholden to no one at this moment. You know, do I get lonely? Of course, but I got cats.
What?
Well, it's one thing to deal with one debacle, but a bunch of debacles. That's
you
a
don't
lot.
want to deal with.
Was this an accidental open mic?
Well, so here's the thing. Some people are saying because it was YouTube Live, he was just watching the feed and like people were chatting with him. And someone asked him if he was single, and he's separated from his wife, and he went into.
Okay.
But then other people were at some people say it was a hot mic thing that he was talking to someone in his headset, because he wasn't flying. He had a helicopter pilot. He was just a reporter. Some people say he was drinking. Do you have the clip of the alcohol part or no?
Of the singing?
No, not the singing. Okay.
Oh, he even sang.
Well, there was another clip where I guess someone had asked him if he was drunk during the flight, and he goes, no, but I love the whiskey. And he goes, I like the gin. I like the gin a lot.
This is a man who's not used to YouTube Live. I am certain he did not know what was happening.
So was he drunk or not? Well, there's a point where he gets above one of the government buildings, and there is some protests going on that he's talking about, and he breaks into this.
I'm just a Bill, and I'm sitting on Capitol Hill. That'd be funny. One of those guys named down there was Bill. That's not Capitol Hill, though. True.
So was he drunk or just having fun, while not being live on the air?
I feel like it's just a chitty-chatty guy.
Yeah.
I think so, too.
Because he sounded the same in that.
Yeah, he didn't sound drunk.
He wasn't slurring or anything. Didn't sound.
It's just a guy who can't take silence. He needs to fill it up with something.
Yes, yeah.
He's just chatting freely.
Yeah.
Hey, you do your things, too. Speaking of the weekend, this is kind of interesting, I guess, would be the word, because I'm just reporting. I'm no conspiracy theorist or anything, but I think this is so funny. We all know over the weekend of Israel's attack on Iran and what's going on there. And there were a lot of reports, a lot of people in the administration coming out and say, hey, we got nothing to do with this. We're going to keep an eye on it. This isn't us. But there's a very interesting fact. And the fact of the matter is, there is a website called Pentagon Pizza Report, and they have been keeping eyes on pizza orders going to the Pentagon because there is a correlation between things happening where high-level officials are locking down for the night to keep an eye on whatever's going on, so they order a bunch of pizza because they know they're not leaving for a while.
I love this.
So an hour before Israel's attack on Iran, there was a surge of pizza deliveries around the Pentagon, hinting at impending military action of some sort. Pentagon Pizza Report noted a significant increase in pizza orders about an hour before Iranian state TV reported explosions. Additionally, a nearby gay bar experienced unusually low foot traffic, suggesting heightened activity at the Pentagon, because while not scientifically proven, the low foot traffic at the nearby gay bar and the Pentagon pizza orders have seen a correlation over the years. Last year's Israel's 2024 spike on Iran, similar spikes of pizza deliveries occurred, the U.S. invasion of Panama in 1989 and Operation Desert Storm in 1991.
Oh, I love this.
They have seen this correlation before. So.
What is the site again? Pentagon Pizza?
Pentagon Pizza Report. It's almost like the National Weather Service will keep an eye on Waffle Houses in the
exactly.
South. The Waffle House code through hurricanes and tornadoes, because if Waffle House decides to shut down completely, they know they've got a serious weather event going on. So to have this Pentagon Pizza Report, that's awesome.
Perfect.
I want to start following this website.
Me too. So we know when to lock down.
Yeah, that is your not so breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz. Quick observation. Gentlemen, I want to know if this is true or not. Or this might be an age thing, too. Because on Saturday night, Nora and I had date night. And we went downtown, as we like to do, just walking up and down High Street, taking in the sights and sounds of downtown. We tried a new restaurant in the Arena District. Don't ask me.
Oh, you gotta know what it
Let me
was.
look for. I've got it. Let me look first. The memory of a goldfish here. It starts with an M. Oh darn! Where is it? Not Mercury Diner. It's in our food list that we keep in our phones. Moran's Bar and Grill.
Okay.
Good food.
All right.
And then we walked up and down High Street, and we ended up at what has become our kind of downtown bar where we always kind of end the night, and that is Novak's upstairs bar right there. They've got you walk up the stairs to what is considered the main floor is actually the second floor, and then there's a rooftop, and we always go up to the rooftop bar and we sit and people watch and talk. And it's a little bit, we know it, we're probably some of the older people there.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a younger crowd. But here's my question for all the young men out there. Why are mustaches back? Every man at Novak's on the rooftop bar looked like an MLB pitcher.
Yeah, they're prominent mustache.
Yes.
Yeah.
I cannot believe how strong of a return the mustache has had. And I don't know why. I was 800-821-9970. I would love to know if you're a 26-something-ish person, which again is in the entire roof of Novak's. What's going on there? Why are mustaches back?
Maybe it's like a manly. You got to prove you got to, because not everybody can grow mustaches.
A good solid mustache. Yeah.
Those who can do, I guess.
And that's the other thing too is I guess these are the people who know they can do it. But there's a lot of solid like Tom Sellecks out there. I mean, there are some thickums.
Yeah.
For sure. And I just want is it a good look? Here's another question, ladies, please. Is it a good look? 800-821-9970 or 99-700.
I would think it depends on the person and what their mustache looks like.
Yeah.
You know.
And most of these guys can pull it off. It's not like any of them looked like awful with a mustache. So what they look like without a mustache, I don't know. But I'm just saying, I was just so mind blown at the number of mustaches. Like Kelly, did you find a mustache attractive back in the day?
I love Tom Selleck. I will tell you that.
Okay.
Back in my 20s, oh yeah.
But what if Charlie grew a mustache?
Yeah, I love Charlie clean shaven. He's always been clean shaven,
right.
And so I really love that. That's my preferred now.
It's clean shaven.
Back in the day when I was on the hunt, baby, in the 80s, loved a Tom Selleck mustache.
Loved a Tom Selleck mustache.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think a lot of people felt like that during that Tom Selleck era.
Right.
I'm just shocked that
it's coming back.
It hasn't come back.
Yeah.
Is it that prominent now that younger women in their young to mid 20s find mustaches attractive now, and so the men are like, oh well, we got to jump on board, so let's grow out the mustache.
Yeah.
I can't like it.
Like, are we trading in a mullet for a mustache? Because I will take that trade.
You'll take that trade?
Yes. I'm not a mullet fan.
It's like every person on the roof of Novak's looked like a character from Super Troopers. They were all Mounties of some sort.
Right.
It was unbelievable. So I would love to know, men, why are they back? And then also, ladies, do you enjoy it? 800-821-9970. It's 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, the 3 things you need to know before you go.
The man suspected of shooting 2 Democratic lawmakers and their spouses in their homes was arrested and charged last night after a nearly 2-day manhunt. Authorities have been searching for 57-year-old Vance Bolter since early Saturday when he allegedly opened fire on State Senator John Hoffman and his wife in their home and then drove about 10 miles to a neighboring suburb and shot and killed State Rep Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark. Hoffman and his wife Yvette survived multiple gunshots. I guess he had like 8 gunshot wounds, and she had 7. They are both hospitalized. Bolter is accused of dressing as a police officer to get into both homes and took off after a shootout with police. Investigators say they have not found evidence of Bolter making previous threats to politicians, and they did not find what they said was a traditional manifesto. They didn't find anything like that, but they did find a list of dozens of names in one of his vehicles that included 11 Democratic legislators. Well, the jury, I have a Karen Reed update.
Oh!
It's time for a Karen Reed update. Woo! The jury goes back to deliberating this morning in the Karen Reed trial. They were given the case Friday afternoon and worked about 2 hours before knocking off for the weekend. There are 7 women and 5 men on the jury, deciding whether Reed backed her SUV into her Boston police officer boyfriend and killed him, or whether the various Massachusetts police officers involved in the investigation set up Reed to take the fall for a murder she did not commit. So maybe we'll get a verdict today. That would be incredible. And then we can move on to the Sandra Birchmore murder, which I encourage you to look that up because it involves the same police department, the Canton Police.
No.
Yeah, she died in their jurisdiction. And it is a heinous case, which we will be following closely, but there's no trial date yet set for that. Felt really bad for the people attending Bonnaroo in Tennessee. It started on Thursday, was supposed to run through Sunday. Tons of music scheduled, tons of campers. You know the drill. Thursday went off okay. ICP performed, Luke Combs performed, but Friday there was so much rain and they had severe storms on the way. The festival evacuated everyone, and then because of the forecast, they just decided to cancel the whole thing. Those who were tent camping, I don't know if you saw any of these pictures, dealing with absolute standing water.
Yes.
That's a mess. RVs stuck in the mud. In fact, Bonnaroo asked people who were camping and managed to be in a spot where it wasn't flooded, would you please just stay the night with us one more night so we can evacuate like the people who are absolutely flooded.
That's exactly it. They said if you're in a safe area, please just stay.
Please stay.
So we can get everyone else out with as few problems as possible.
Yeah, yep. So they ended up having to cancel the rest.
I have to assume that people like Bonnaroo or, let's say, Sonic Temple, they've got some sort of because they're going to have to refund, I'm assuming, everybody.
They're refunding. They said if you had single day tickets, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 100%, you will get all your money back.
Right.
If you bought a 4-day pass and you were able to obviously see Friday shows, you'll get 75%
of your money.
refund.
Right.
Yeah, so it's fair.
You're talking about the employees, the setup, because they set these things up, weeks in advance.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of money involved in this. So
insured.
they got to have some sort of God's plan insurance of some sort.
What about what about the bands who they
probably still get
they're
paid.
Scheduled.
Yeah.
That's the insurance should cover all that.
Insurance covers, yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's wild because they had all kinds. They had Luke Combs. He was the first country star to headline a night. Megadeth, Olivia Rodrigo, Vampire Weekend, Queens of the Stone Age, Avril Lavigne, Hozier, Tyler the Creator. I mean, it's all kinds of... That sounded like a fun freaking weekend.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, well, too bad for that. I hate to see it. Those are your 3 things.
Let's kick off your week by giving you a chance to see a show you want to see. Your chance to pick a ticket. Zach Sabbath, Seether and Daughtry, 311 and Badflower, Ghost, all coming to town at some point through the summer or fall. And we'll give you a chance to pick your ticket and win right now. I was smoking some wings yesterday, sitting on the back patio in my blue chair, checking the temp, and I had some time. So I found some really famous movie quotes, and then I stretched them out with overly complicated, Harvard-esque type words.
Nice.
800-821-9970 if you want to play and pick your ticket. Kelly, I'll give you a test run and give you an example.
All right.
This is how the game works. This is a famous movie quote stretched out with really big, unnecessary words, okay? Existence resembles an assortment of cocoa-based snacks.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Exactly. That is how the game works.
Yeah.
That is how the game works.
All right.
800-821-9970 if you want to play. Again, you win, you're going to get to pick a ticket. Zach Sabbath, Newport Music Hall on Sunday, November 16th. Seether and Daughtry at Rose Music Center in the Heights Friday, October 10th. You've got 311 and Badflower. You'll get to see them at Kemble Live Sunday, August 24th. Or Ghost at Rocket Arena in Cleveland on Thursday, July 17th. Your chance to play and win. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
Kevin.
Kevin. All right, Kevin. Overly complicated movie quotes. Are you a movie fan, Kevin?
Somewhat.
All right. Well, let's see if you can get there. If you need a lifeline, Kelly and Thick are here to help you if you want, okay? I'll start off kind of easy. Overly complicated movie quote. I shall return momentarily.
Ooh.
Famous movie quote. I shall return momentarily.
I'm going to use a lifeline.
You're going to use a lifeline. Oh, Kelly's raising her hand. Kelly, you think you know this one?
I know it.
You know it. Right, I want to see. Thick, do you have any idea or no?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, Kelly, what is it?
Easy.
I'll be back.
Yes. Wait, what was that, Kelly?
I'll be back.
Oof.
That's pretty good, huh?
Oof, that's kind of rough. Kevin, I'll give you one more. I'll give you one more shot, Kevin.
I'll be back.
Here we go. Hey, Kevin, I'm gonna make this as easy as possible. Overly complicated movie quote. Please greet this modestly sized associate of mine. Please greet this moderately sized associate of mine.
Oh.
Kevin, obviously Kelly jumped all over it.
I'm not.
No? Thick's still thinking about it.
Lifeline?
Please greet this modestly sized associate of mine.
Say hello to my little friend.
Yes.
Yes. Kevin, you know what? Hang on. It's Monday. I'm going to let you pick a ticket anyways, okay?
All right, sweet.
All right, hang on.
Okay.
Let's get one more. I want to see I like this. Kelly, you're really good at this.
Oh, no. Well, I'm going to give Thick a chance. I'll keep jumping in.
All right. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
Hey, what's up? This is Mike.
Mike. All right, Mike, we're going to give you a chance to pick a ticket. Zach Sabbath, Seether and Daughtry, 311 to Bad Flower, or Ghost, up for grabs. Overly complicated movie quote. Here we go, Mike. Here is your overly complicated movie quote. I'm currently perceiving individuals who are no longer alive.
Oh, God.
Famous movie quote. I'm currently perceiving individuals who are no longer alive. Break it down, Mike.
That's a good one.
Break it down, Mike. Who's no longer alive? Wait, Mike, come on. You got this. Who's no longer alive?
Okay.
In general.
If you're no longer alive, then you're
dead.
Okay. And if I'm currently perceiving
those people
who are Mike, I'm really trying to help you out, man.
I see dead people.
Hey! All right, one more. Last one. This is probably the hardest one. I'm not going to lie, this is probably the hardest one, Mike.
Great.
Here we go. Infant placement near walls is strictly prohibited.
Infant
placement near walls is strictly prohibited.
My goodness.
You both jumped up at the exact same time.
Thick gets it, because if you want
That's
a lifeline.
hysterical.
Oh, yes. That's a good one.
Infant placement near walls is strictly prohibited. You both bounced up at the exact same moment. That was hysterical.
Damn it. Why can't I get this?
That's okay.
What's another name for an infant?
Did you say infant?
Infant. What's another name for a
baby?
There you go.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And
if you're maybe near placement near walls.
The confluence of two walls.
Wow, another big word. Look at you.
Yeah. Sorry, it's a little early.
That's all right. Thick, you jumped up with so much excitement. You want to use a lifeline, Mike?
Yes, please.
All right, Thick. Infant placement near walls is strictly prohibited.
I was looking for the drop, but I can't find it quick enough. Nobody puts baby in a corner.
That is a correct answer.
Dirty dad scene. Goodness.
It's amazing once you hear it. You're like, how did I not get that?
Yeah.
Mike, let's get you hooked up as well. We'll give you a chance to pick a ticket. I like these. I'm going to have to come up with more of these.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Yeah, thank you, man.
Here's the deal. We'll have another chance to win Pick a Ticket coming up in 1 hour at 8:05, 99.7 The Blitz. All right, so I want to get into my gummy thoughts that I had last night. As every Sunday night, I always make sure to take a little bit of extra gummy to make sure I get a good night's sleep in preparation for the week. But I have a quick gummy thought story for you before I get to gummy thoughts.
Oh, okay.
Because Saturday night, as I said earlier, Nora and I went on date night downtown, walked up and down High Street, got some dinner, taking in all the sights and sounds, visited our favorite little upstairs bar at Novak's, and then when we got home, we said, hey, you want to play some Rummy Cube? Which is like our favorite thing to do. We play against each other in Rummy Cube. And we ended up each taking a gummy on Saturday night as we were playing rummy. and then in our new complex, a car pulls up right in the middle of the condo complex, and someone gets out. And of course, being the new neighbor, we're just kind of curious what's going on. And it's late. Or I should say early. It's late/early Sunday morning. It's probably, 2:30 at this point. And we're like, oh, it's an Uber driver. The Uber driver walks up and drops something on someone's front porch, takes a picture and walks away. And we're like, oh, who's getting the food? And so we stare at the front door, waiting for the person to open their door and pick up their food. And then they don't. Oh. And then we're like, why are they picking up their food? What's going on? So 5 minutes passes, 10 minutes passes, no one's picking up their food.
You're like, that food's going to waste.
What's going on? Why aren't they picking up their food? And so we're there for 15 minutes staring at the food.
Oh, wait, you didn't.
We're sitting, we decide to step out of our house and sit on our front porch because we have a straight shot of the other person's front door, and we're staring at this bag. It's 20 minutes now, 25 minutes, and I'm like, they passed out. They ordered something late night, and they passed out. So I decided to get up, and I walk down the street, kind of around their house, but some of their windows are open. Some lights are on, some lights are off. I don't see any activity. I'm like, they passed out. There's no way. It's now 45 minutes. We went up to our bed. We're like, get ready for bed. We went into our bedroom, and we're like, hold on, is the food gone? We opened up our blinds and sat on our bed and stared at the bag. It was probably 45, 50 minutes. And then finally, a car pulls up, and Nora goes, she pre-ordered her food. She went out with her friends or whatever. And then the food just showed up probably faster than she thought.
Smart thinking.
I went around her house probably 3 different times. Found out it was Taco Bell, by the way. I did find out it was Taco Bell that she ordered. Yep.
How often were you circling their surveillance
every
camera?
10 minutes.
So you're going to show up on their Ring doorbell camera?
Probably. Yep.
Quite a bit.
Yep.
This guy was thinking about taking my food.
I never thought about taking it.
No, but that's what they're going to think if they see you on a cam.
I just really wanted to know what they ordered.
The Taco Bell.
Very curious, but it was Taco Bell.
Nice.
What time was it delivered again?
Probably about 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is an evening's entertainment, honestly.
I'm thinking she had a great night. I'm thinking she went out with some girlfriends.
Yeah.
She was texting with a situationship. She got herself a little sum and came home to Taco Bell at 2:30 in the morning.
Oh,
good for you,
later
ma'am.
than she expected.
Good for you,
yes. Planning on it.
Good for
you. You mentioned Rummy. I've never played that, but I remember seeing it when we moved you in.
Yeah. Oh, Rummy's great.
Rummy Cube.
You play with cards, but these are actually cubes.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, wait, let's get to Gummy Thoughts. It was Sunday night. I wanted to make sure I was fully prepared for the week, so I took a little bit of extra gummy, but happened to kick in before I dozed off, so I had a couple thoughts running through my head that I wanted to share with you. This being one of them. Dr. Pepper might be a woman. Why do we just assume that Dr. Pepper is a man?
Remember that guy in the Dr. Pepper commercial? I'm a pepper, she's a pepper.
Yeah, but everybody's a pepper.
We're a pepper.
That's true.
Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too?
Yeah. I thought about this. Some random stranger probably has some really cool photos of me that I'm never going to see, like I'm in the background doing something. That's all of us. Yeah. There's got to be strangers that have pictures of you. All kinds of pictures of you floating around.
Even you know how they do those video montages at funerals? And they probably showing this life of this person.
Yeah,
We're probably in the background at somebody's funeral.
Yes, absolutely. Why is it you never see a snail arrive? They're just like there all of a sudden.
That is so true.
Out of nowhere.
That is... Oh, my God.
Oh, a snail. Unbelievable. Thought about this before I fell asleep. Everyone says like getting old sucks. Oh, this hurts. Oh, God, this hurts. Oh, getting old sucks. Yeah, dying young sucks more.
Yeah, agreed.
Be thankful you're getting old. I thought about this. Nothing lasts longer than a video someone is showing you that you have zero interest in.
Oh, gosh.
Brutal.
You're like, great.
Especially when you're looking at the little thing at the bottom that shows you how long you have to go.
Right.
It's like, are you kidding? 2 more minutes of this?
I thought about this because I had to take a shower last night just from all the smoke, from the coals and just everything for 6 hours over the grill. For most of human history, everyone smelled like a campfire.
Yes.
That's true.
That used to be the smell.
Uh-huh. You
Yeah,
just knew?
absolutely.
You just knew? Because if you're hanging around a campfire for just a couple minutes, you automatically smell like campfire. That's all
I
there is
really
to it.
love that smell, though.
Yeah. I want to know who the first person was to put cheese sauce on pasta, because that must have been like a revelation.
Cheese sauce.
Yeah,
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Like, who's the first person to really piss off Italians? Like, no, tomato sauce only. But no, I'm going to do some
But
cheese.
did you call them Italians?
I did.
I love that.
Italian.
Look at those Italians over there.
That was probably very racist of me.
No,
Hating on my
it's not.
cheese
It's
sauce.
just a way to pronounce it
Is
that
it?
I love.
Is it? Okay. I thought about this. The only difference between bravery and stupidity is the outcome.
You are absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, yeah, I feel like you should do more gummies. You might save the world.
I'm thinking. Here's a quick question. Are commandos not allowed to wear underwear?
Okay.
No, they are not.
And tell me where you get your gummies, because I need some of your gummies.
I'm just saying. Finally, this is the last thought I had before I weed off to sleep. Children are a lot like velociraptors. They become scarier when they figure out how to open doors.
Oh, that is absolutely.
Oh, it's a whole
Doors,
new world.
cabinets, drawers,
It's a
all
whole
of
new
it.
world once they open up doors. I'm speaking for both children and velociraptors, by
Yes,
the way.
of course.
Those are my gummy thoughts. 99.7 The Blitz. So we're still in the process of putting a few things away. The hanging of the pictures has begun.
Ooh.
We had a conversation yesterday at our new place about like where certain pictures were going to go and things like that. But one thing I noticed is last weekend, a week ago, I went to go do my weekly trimming of the hairs. And so I've got my little, my buzzer clipper thing. And I use no guard on my head. I just as short as it can go. It still leaves like a little peach fuzz on top of the head, but no guard. But on my face, on my beard, which I've had for almost 20 years, I use a one guard. Because a no guard would be like my head. It'd be too short. And I don't want to go hairless on my face.
Right.
But anything more than a one guard, and I don't have a very long beard. It's just filled in. But I can't find my guard. So I haven't trimmed my beard in 2 weeks.
I noticed.
And it's getting scruffy. It's getting pretty scruffy. And so I think it was Saturday. I said to Nora, I think maybe I'll just grow my beard out. And she goes, no, what? And I go, yeah, like maybe like Labor Day, just through the summer, because I do remember during COVID, during the lockdown, I for the first time in 20 years, I shaved everything with a straight razor. My head, my face, everything. And my birthday's March 21st, which is 81 days after the start of the year. And I grew everything out for 81 days. My head, my beard, everything to see what it looked like. And let me tell you, I looked homeless. It was not good.
Do you have a picture? Because I'd love to see it.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Oh, no.
Oh,
I need to see
you do?
this.
Oh, I took a picture every day for 81 days to see the growth. Oh, yeah. I absolutely have a picture.
Okay.
And here's the thing. The first thing I did on my birthday when I went to shave was I shaved the top dome only. And then also my beard was long enough where I could run my fingers through it, so I kind of pulled the hair out. Oh, it is absolutely atrocious. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is 81 days.
Let me see. You kind of look like the Unabomber a little bit, but not fully.
It's not.
The beard's not long enough to be Unabombery, but
This was the top dome being shaved off.
Oh, now that looks homeless. That looks bizarre.
you can grow a full head of hair.
But not really. It's pretty thin. It's pretty thin. And it also starts back here.
They're very receding.
Yeah. Anyways, here's my question. Have you ever physically done something against your partner's wishes? That sounds a bit weird. I don't mean that in a terrible way. I mean, have you grown a beard? Have you cut your hair from long to short? Did you change your hair color?
Against her preferences for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Against her preferences. Yeah. Did you say, no, I'm sick of my long hair. You know, ladies, you've had long hair forever. I want a bob cut. I'm done. I want a bob cut. And your man was like, I love your long hair. And you're like, no, I'm done dealing with it. Or did you change your hair color? Did you grow out a beard or a mustache? Did you do something that you knew your significant other wasn't fully on board with just cuz? 800-821-9970. You just really wanted it. Did you lose a whole bunch of weight or something? And your significant other just loves the Twinkies and the bacon. Because they say a lot of times, you work out together and then one person breaks and you're like, I can't do this anymore. 800-821-9970 or 99700. If you've ever done something like that, you knew that your significant other wasn't like fully on board with it, but you're like, I'm doing it anyways. That's all there is to it. Love to hear from you right now. Give us a call. Shoot us a text, 997 The Blitz. My clipper guard has disappeared somewhere in the move, so I haven't trimmed my beard in like 2 weeks, which it's normally every week for me. And so it's definitely getting a little longer than normal, a little scruffy. Certain hairs are starting to like find their own directions, head off where they want to. And so over the weekend, I mentioned to Nora that I was like, maybe I'll just grow my beard out, just let's see what would happen. Go to like Labor Day, like the entire summer, and she was like, no. Nah.
So that was an absolute. That's not happening.
She didn't want it.
She went out and bought you a clipper guard.
Not yet, but instantly. She will. She's going to. I know it.
Yeah.
So I want to know, have you ever like done something like that physically, even though your significant other didn't really want you to or wasn't on board with it, and you're like, no, I feel like doing it. Jeremy, what's up?
Jeremy.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever done something against your partner's wishes?
Yes, it's also beard related.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
When she got pregnant with our daughter, I was like, I'm not going to shave until we have the baby.
And she wanted you to shave, though?
Yes, she did.
And how long did that last?
So, 9 months.
You went from beginning to end.
So while she's putting in the most work growing a baby, you're putting in the least amount of work with your grooming. Gotcha.
Yes. And then, here's the kicker. We had the baby, and then brought her home. And when I finally did shave, it made her cry because she didn't recognize
the baby cry. Yeah, I've seen videos like that.
What?
Oh, absolutely. There'll be videos of dads with like really long beards, and they have like a 2-year-old or something.
Yes.
And they go to the bathroom to shave, and the kid is like, all freaked out.
Yeah.
They don't recognize. Yeah, they don't recognize him.
That was her first look of confusion that I know of.
Right.
So
Who's this dude?
Are you clean shaven now, or do you have a big wild beard?
I've got a goatee.
Goatee? All right.
Well, Jamie, I appreciate the call, man. I hope you have a great Monday. 800-821-9970. What did you do knowing that your significant other wasn't like fully on board with it? Change your hair color, maybe, something like that?
This one from Rose is great. When I was married, I grew out my armpit hair because I was getting tired of shaving it every day. My husband raged and demanded me to shave it immediately. One of many reasons why I am not married anymore.
Yeah.
LOL.
Yeah, that does happen.
This is a move. Amanda says arm tattoos. My husband always said he wasn't a fan of arm tattoos on women, and I now have sleeves on both arms.
Whoa.
I'll show you.
Faith says my husband has had a mullet for almost 2 years. I hate it.
Oh, yeah. It's time. It's time for that to go. You tell him I'm on your side.
And at what point, like, again, Amanda, you have 2 full arm sleeves and your husband doesn't like arm tattoos, or you decide to grow out a mullet for 2 years and your wife doesn't like it. Like, is that a breaking point of a relationship? Or is it just like, at this point, I love you, I hate your hair, but I love you?
So I'm guessing he was okay with other tattoos? Because she specifically said arm
tattoos. Yeah, possibly.
So.
Does he have any tattoos? I'm curious, Amanda.
Is there something physical like Charlie could do that you would be, if he decided to grow like a handlebar mustache?
I think I love handlebar mustaches.
Okay, that's a bad example.
What about a Fu Manchu?
The Fu Manchu, I take it all. I don't care. What's underneath the beard
is
what's
important
to me.
Oh,
right.
But, yeah, really, I'm trying to think if there's anything he could do that I'd be like, absolutely not. I always
What if he
threatened to
colored
shave
his hair
my
green?
No, I wouldn't care. If I always threaten to shave my hair because I shave it off because I hate doing my hair. I absolutely hate taking a shower, drying it, straightening it, all that. It's just a pain in the butt.
Oh, let me tell you, it is much easier when you can get the 6-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, body wash, toenail trimmer, exfoliator.
Yeah,
it's so much better.
No kidding.
Love it. Well, then you might be in the same boat as Matt and his wife because she cut off all of her hair, so he shaved his head.
Oh.
They're kind of in a battle off.
A baldness battle.
Yeah, of who's going to do more.
Hair must be a big thing because, like, my wife hates long hair on a guy. She will come after you with scissors. And she never liked facial hair either. When we met, I had a mustache. That didn't last long. It was gone quickly. So I shaved the mustache.
Okay.
But then, it's been many years ago, I decided I never had scruff before. She never saw me with the scruff. So
you were clean shaven.
Yes. So I let it all come out a little bit, and now she liked it. So
she changed your mind a little bit. And we've gotten a couple texts like that where, when I was married, I grew a beard, and my fiance didn't like it first, but now she won't let me cut it. Megan says, I once came home from a day of shopping with my sister, and my husband shaved his very long beard and only had a mustache. He looked like Paul Blart Mall Cop. It was terrifying, and he's never allowed to do it again. Yep. Jeff says, when I first cut my hair short, my wife was pissed. I used to have hair past my shoulders in high school. My wife loved it. I was tired of being hot and getting it in my ears and face. But now she loves the short look and loves running her fingers through it. So people do change their mind. They come around once they see it. It just takes a little getting used to. That's all I'm saying.
Byron said, as far as doing something against my partner's preferences, does breathing count?
Wow. Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
800-821-9970 or 99-700. It's 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, 3 things you need to know before you go.
Israel and Iran exchange strikes for a 4th day today as casualties mount on both sides and international pleas for diplomacy are ignored. Iran launched missiles at Israel early in the day, killing at least 8 and injuring dozens more. The attack came after the Israel Defense Forces said it was striking surface-to-surface missile sites in central Iran. In one attack, Israel said it hit command centers for a branch of the Revolutionary Guard. In Iran, at least 224 people have been killed. The Israeli Prime Minister's office has reported 24 deaths in total. The U.S. Embassy in Israel remains closed today. The building did suffer minor damage overnight in an Iranian missile attack. Elijah Blue Allman, the son of Cher and the late Greg Allman, has been hospitalized after an apparent drug overdose. Elijah has struggled with substance abuse issues over the years, has said in the past he started using when he was 11. He is 48 years old now. It is not known what drugs he was allegedly using, but he has been in the hospital since Saturday, and word is that his mother is working to get him some help.
There was a picture of him that they used in the report.
Wild.
Oh, I mean, a straight homeless look.
Just
saggy, dirty, ripped sweatpants. Yeah. A holy green, army green T-shirt that was way too big. The whole face was just droopy. I mean,
just somebody
awful.
who needs help.
Yeah,
you can tell.
Awful.
Yeah.
I hope he gets the help he needs.
Yeah. Prince William is mourning the sudden loss of a close friend. Billionaire businessman Sunjay Kapoor died last week after reportedly swallowing a bee during a polo match in England. Witnesses report he said, "I've swallowed something," before he went into anaphylactic shock and suffered a heart attack.
Damn. Oh.
Now, they haven't released the official autopsy reports yet. He was 53 years old. He I guess there's some complications because his parents want him back in India for last rites. And but he was born in India. He was a U.S. citizen, and he died in London. So there's all this paperwork that has to be filled out before his body can even be returned to India. But yeah, some people are saying, we haven't got an official report of there being a bee involved. But like I said, witnesses say that he was like, I swallowed something and then went into shock and had a heart attack.
So if they
died.
do like an autopsy, are they going to like look for the
guess so.
bee? I'll tell you what, that was the last time I was stung by a bee, and I've been like scared of them ever since. One flew in my mouth at summer camp, and I spit it out, and it got me on the lip on the way out, and like my bottom lip was touching my nose, like it was so
swollen,
big,
so big.
Damn, and I've been terrified of bees ever since. Like, I bet a bee sting now as an adult would be like, ow, son of a...
No, let me tell you, because I've been stung by a bee as an adult, and it is really painful. And it's like a pain that just keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
Really?
Until
See, now you're not making it any better.
Well, and then it finally starts to get better. And like you can sit it out, but you're in a good deal of pain. Yeah.
Well, I'm still scared of bees.
I 1 out of 10. Do not recommend. All right. Those are your 3 things.
It's the Morning Blitz with Goose, Kelly, and Thick.
Time is gone. It's the time. Time after time. Good times. Big times.
Yeah, your chance to play and win. We're going to let you pick a ticket this morning because, we've got so many. We figure we'll just give you your choice. Zach Sabbath is going to be at Newport Music Hall on Sunday, November 10th. Seether and Daughtry with special guest POD are going to be at Rhodes Music Center at the Heights on Friday, October 10th. You've got 311 and Badflower, who are going to be at Kemba Live on Sunday, August 24th, or Ghost, who's going to be at Rock Arena in Cleveland on Thursday, July 17th. Your chance to pick a ticket if you win as we play Time Warp. It's very simple. Thick has spent endless hours scouring the entire internet. In fact, last Friday, he told me while he was looking for clips, he came across a web. It said "end of internet." Like it was it.
He reached the end.
He reached the end of the internet, finding audio clips of movies, TV shows, news stories, commercials, TV theme songs. What else? PSAs. Oh, could be from anywhere.
Anything.
But here's the deal. All 3 clips come from the same year. We all take a guess. If you get the year, or at least closest to it, you get to pick a ticket. 800-821-9970 if you want to play right now. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Hey, Goose. It's Monica.
Monica. Hi, Monica. Welcome to the show. Thank you for calling. Your chance to play and win. Are you in a washing machine right now on spin cycle? What's going on?
I'm in a car wash.
Oh, you are? Oh,
in a car wash.
You were close.
I was very close. You're in a giant washing machine right now. Wow,
that's
you called us inside a car wash. Okay. Well, I hope you can hear these clips clearly over the washing of your car because those are the most important clues, obviously, for the game. So, Thick, are you ready with the audio montage?
I am.
3 clips, Monica. Here we go. Whenever you're ready.
Crow flies straight. A perfect line.
Explore the new family experience now on Google Play.
Okay.
All right, Monica, there are your 3 clips. Do you know what they are? Do you want to take a guess first, or do you want to guess last?
I'll guess last.
You'll guess last. All right.
Got to get through those magic fingers first, right?
Kelly, well, go ahead. I'll let you go first.
Well, I have no idea. I mean, I have a general idea, and I'm trying to think of Sons of Anarchy. Like, when did that start? I'm going to take a wild stab at 2005. That's my best guess.
I feel like, didn't you do Sons of Anarchy before, though?
Did you?
I think it was on a TV show theme Rumble.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes, it was. Because you played a messed up version that wasn't the real version from the TV show, and it screwed me up, and that's why I didn't win. That's right. I remember that now. All right, yeah, Sons of Anarchy, probably my favorite TV show of all time, at least one of them. The Google Play came out, and then that was Nickelback. Right?
No. Bad Girlfriend?
Bad Girlfriend. That was a Nickelback?
Theory of a Dead Man.
Oh, Theory of a Dead Man. That's right.
Oh, that's Nickelback Light.
Yeah, Nickelback Light, right. Sons of Anarchy. When did that show come out? I mean, I was on my 3rd rewatch by the time I opened the restaurant because I used to prep cook and watch that show on my phone, and that was... I'm going to go 2007. You went 2005, Kelly.
Yes.
Monica, Sons of Anarchy, Google Play, Theory of a Dead Man, Bad Girlfriend, all came out at the same year, or in the same year. What year was it?
Oh, my Lord.
Take a stab. 2005 was Kelly's guess. 2007 was mine.
What was yours?
2007. Come on, Monica, take a guess. Anywhere in that time frame. Give me a year.
Give you a year. My year is going to be... Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
The show ends at 9:55, Monica.
Come on, you got this.
Well, I know that they were before that, so that was like 1999.
Okay, is that what you want to guess?
Yes.
Okay,
All right, wow,
1999.
we are all over the place.
Yeah.
2007, 2005, 1999. Vic, give it to us.
A crow flies straight, a perfect line.
Explore the new family experience now on Google Play.
Bad Girlfriend, Google Play, and the TV show Sons of Anarchy debuted in 2008. You were all wrong.
Man.
Oh, boy.
I thought I was close, though. Monica, you know what? We spent so much time with you this morning. It'd be silly not to give you tickets just for hanging out for the past 37 minutes. So
in the car wash.
Yeah, in the car wash.
You know what? Y'all got to go through the car wash with me.
That's true. I feel much cleaner now. Thank you. We'll give you a chance to pick a ticket. You hang on 1 second.
Okay.
More chances to pick a ticket, win all week long. 997 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
All right, a couple people who should be in jail. In fact, one of them did it on their own. That'll be the second story. First story coming from the Palazzo Maffei Museum in Verona, Italy, where there is I don't want to call it a manhunt, but they're definitely on the look for a couple who went to the museum, and CCTV footage shows them ignoring signs that clearly warn visitors not to touch the artwork, as you shouldn't, and any museum. Well, there is a Van Gogh chair that is at this museum. Basically, it's kind of like almost looks like a wicker chair, your basic four-legged chair with a regular back, but it's covered in crystals. What was it? Swarovski crystals? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, they ignored the signs, and on the TV, you can actually see them looking around to make sure that the room is empty before the wife goes up and puts her hand on the chair, steps over the rope to get a selfie and put her hand on the chair. And then the husband goes and actually sits on the chair, which then collapses underneath him. Why? Because you're not supposed to sit on the artwork. That's why.
Oh my gosh, it makes me so mad. Why would you do that?
The wife helped him up, and the pair quickly left the room without informing museum staff of the damage. The chair was found damaged, and now they're on the lookout for the man and woman, husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever they are.
And this thing was crushed.
Yeah.
I think they're able to sort of maybe repair it in
Well,
some
they
way,
were looking into what it would take to repair the Van Gogh chair.
What a jag.
Yeah, you can't do that. Leave the artwork alone. This is why we can't have nice things. Get them to jail. Speaking of jail, there's a young man who's going to be spending some time in prison after sneaking into prison. A 19-year-old man in New York by the name of Cody Mullen was arrested early Saturday morning after he broke into a former correctionals facility. He actually crawled through a hole in the perimeter fence, entered the premises, but here's the problem. He trapped himself inside one of the cells. He was trying to get pictures and ended up getting trapped in. He was freaked out enough that he actually called the police for help, who then showed up to free him from the cell, and then he was arrested for criminal trespassing. Because all of this was happening overnight. The police, the correctional facility is shut down and no longer used. There's no trespassing signs. It's off limits, and he wanted to do it all for the gram. He just wanted to take some pictures to post on social media, and now he'll actually be spending some actual time in a real jail cell. Jeez. Don't go breaking into places you're not supposed to be. That's your not so breaking news. It's a Monday. We're going to have some isolated afternoon rain and storms. It's going to be muggy at times, high of 83 today. Let's take a little trip back in time to a 21, 22, 23-year-old Goose who was just starting out his radio career, not making a lot of money, and wanted to earn some extra income. So I already spent many years DJing in nightclubs. I had done worked for companies doing like private events, weddings, corporate parties, things like that.
But what's a guy supposed to do when he wants to play music and see boobs?
Right. So there was a window of my career as a DJ that I spent in the booth of a strip club. A few of them, actually. Strip clubs are a lot like radio when you're a DJ. You kind of start off in these smaller, rundown cities or radio markets. Same thing to be said for strip clubs. You start in like the smaller.
Oh, you have to earn your way.
Earn your way
I
up
gotcha.
to some of the more prestigious places.
Okay. Ooh, I bet you have some stories.
Oh, man. Let me tell you, some of those strip clubs on 8 Mile in Detroit.
Oh.
Woo! Yeah. You got beaver and bullet holes. You got both. For sure. So.
It sounds like the name of a band.
It really does. Beaver and bullet holes.
No.
Yeah. But I saw
a country song.
Yeah. I saw something on Facebook that really made me laugh. What's a song that could just kill the mood at a strip club instantly? 800-821-9970. Even better, shoot us a text. 99700. Just give us a song. You're sitting there ready for the champagne room, and then a song comes on. You're like, what? This is not the baby making music I was hoping for.
Yeah.
This is not the twerking, shaky ass music I was hoping to hear. Like, this would be a perfect example. This would be a good one. It would be like, all right, fellas, get your dollar bills ready. Coming to the main stage, it is Misty.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Oh, no. You can't do that. That should be illegal.
That's not going to work.
That's tough.
That's not going to work. Kelly, I want you to imagine you're sitting there with your Cosmo.
Yeah.
You and the lady friends are watching Thunder from Down Under, banana hammocks and all. All right, ladies, get ready. Here we go. It is Maximus.
There was this kid who
Oh, yeah.
got into
Crash test dummy.
This is just depressing.
Nobody could dance to this.
No
way. No.
Fellas, it's gonna be a good Friday night to get it on. Coming to the side satellite stage. Put your hands together. Mercedes.
tiptoe through the window.
Although, I could see this if they were doing like their own remix, and this was the start of them coming out with like a little flowery thing, and then
and then the beat drops.
And the beat drops.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
That would be a little different. Yeah.
Oh,
This is kind of along the lines of the one I thought. How about the hamster dance? That's a tough one.
Oh, that would be a bad one too. Yeah, that would be bad. All right, fellas, get up to the rail. Get ready to see a little something. Here's Destiny.
Oh, and a homeless dog.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Destiny walks out with a one-eyed dog with scabies. And you're just like, oh.
In the arms of an angel.
So sad.
Oh, golly.
Oh, my gosh.
Passing the plate on this one.
Yeah. Fellas, get ready to make it rain. It's going to be a great night on the main stage. Get it together for Cinnamon.
At least this one's upbeat.
This got a bop.
I sort of feel like this works.
This got a little bit of a bop.
Yeah.
Mommy shark,
oh my gosh.
Ah, this one isn't too bad, though.
Mommy shark.
I'm coming up with a routine right now.
Oh, really?
I didn't know you could twerk that well, Kelly.
I tell you.
job.
I have a lot of surprises.
Yeah, fellas, put your hands together. You don't have. Oh, that was the last one. I'm sorry. I got.
We got text.
We got text
coming
over
in
there?
on
Do
text.
you have 100 bottles of beer on the wall?
Oh,
that's a good one. Yeah.
Get the songs ready. We'll play a song. We'll come back. And if you've got a good recommendation, what would just kill the mood at the strip club? 99.700 to 99.7 The Blitz. Saw a post on Facebook. Someone asked the question, what's a song that would just kill the mood at a strip club instantly? I would love to pull up to Sirens and hear some of these go down. That would just be awesome. You get your free day shift lunch. What is it? Your steak burger, your chicken, or steak with all the fixins? Is their commercial
Oh,
running
do
now?
they have fixins?
Yeah, they got fixins. They got all the fixins
Gotcha.
for that free meal during the day. But it's also about the entertainment. And so you've got a young lady coming out on stage.
It's her first day.
It's her first day.
Yeah.
You got to have the right playlist. If you don't, it can instantly ruin the mood. So how could it be ruined? Well, it might sound a little something like this. Fellas, don't forget about the 2-for-1 Corona tonight. Make sure you tip your servers and staff and put your hands together. Taking the main stage, it's Amethyst. No!
What if God was one of us?
God was. Oh, I used to love this song. This was a hit back in the.
I'm not saying it wasn't, but if I'm paying $25 to get grinded on, I don't want to hear that song.
You do not.
Not at all. Fellas, our doorman is big and strong, so make sure you keep your hands off the ladies. Put your hands together for Genesis. That was
Battle of the Republic.
What?
My eyes have seen the coming of the Lord here.
Okay, well, that might fit. That might fit. Oh, that's be so bad.
Oh, this sounds like an encore for Hamilton.
It kind of does a little bit.
Yeah.
Terrible songs that'll just ruin the mood at the strip club. Fellas, get those dollar bills out. Put your hands together right there on the satellite stage. It's Portia. Unless she came out with nothing but like the banjo covering certain areas.
And she's playing it.
And she's plucking the strings.
More of a burlesque
If you know what I
thing.
mean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. You sure got a pretty mouth.
Could you say that while you're putting the dollar bill in her G-string? You sure do got a pretty mouth.
This thing does get going, though.
It does.
Probably do a little bit of a
If you can
hoedown.
wade through the first 97 seconds, then you're getting into something after that.
Yeah, the longest intro.
Right.
Oh, yeah, and then it gets into the jam.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah! Now I see the boobies bouncing. She's got the tassels twirling.
Cowboy boots and nothing else, fella.
There it is. All right, here's another one that'll absolutely ruin the mood. Let's go, fellas, on a Saturday. Put your hands together. Make some noise. The sexy Sasha. I see Sasha like trying to make it work on the pole, and she just can't get a grip.
Finally,
She just keeps
get on
slipping.
just to get on the little tricycle.
Yes, right around the
That's all you
stage.
can
The tricycle.
do.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome out on a Thursday night. It is ladies' night. Ladies, all your drinks are free, and you get free entertainment as well. It's Ariel.
There comes a time.
Oh, no.
Oh, but I love this song so much. Oh,
Must come together as one.
oh, this is a sing-along.
These songs take on different meanings when they're played in the strip club.
I'm just hoping she has, like, it would work if she was wearing nothing but had, like, little masks on sticks, and she just kept changing the faces.
Oh, I do feel like we need to join hands and sing. I don't know where those hands have been, though, so hard pass.
I just... Why are the fingers sticky?
Oh, yikes, yeah. I'll do the sing-along, but keep your hands to yourself.
All right, somebody texted in Amazing Grace. I'm not doing that.
We are the world. Have you seen the documentary on Netflix about We Are the World?
It's good.
So good.
It's really
Absolutely.
Let's start giving.
I just want to listen to the song now.
Too.
Oh my God. I'm all into it. No? Okay, we'll stop. Sorry.
No.
Just you and me.
Oh, my God. Help me. Help me.
I love when Huey comes in. He's like, "We are the world." Or was it Bob Dylan? One of them came in. One of them came in
Bob
hot.
Dylan,
Yeah, came in real hot. If you've got one, 800-821-9970 or 99700. What's a song that's just going to kill the mood instantly? 99.7 The Blitz. How about a couple of quick good news stories on a Monday morning? I love this. I don't know what it's going to be, but we have to figure something out because a bunch of kids in Anaheim, California just broke a world record for the largest game of red light, green light.
Oh, that's fun.
It happened last month.
So fun. I love it.
What are you got?
We got to do something.
I know. Like,
how long have we been talking about this?
We can break a world record of some sort.
Yeah, what should it be?
Like, I know there's this person online who's got like 73 world records. They just find the stupidest stuff that no one will ever really want to do, and they do it. Like, you know, popping balloons with a fork.
Yeah, it's so
in a minute.
Most people simultaneously blowing a chewing gum bubble.
Yes. So, yeah, we got to do something.
So we talked about a snowball fight. We talked about doing a snowball fight.
There's no way the lawyers will ever allow a snowball fight.
Plus, it's the logistics are a little hard. You've got to have snow, and you've got to plan this big gathering.
Oh, that too, yeah.
So, like, what didn't need anything? Freeze tag. We thought about doing freeze tag and have a band play afterwards, like we do at an old historic Crew Stadium where Sonic is. And we played freeze tag with 10,000 people. The record, I want to say, is 2,600. Oh, we can beat that.
To play freeze tag?
Blitz Nation's massive. We can beat 2,600 people playing freeze tag.
Yeah, we can. I was hoping you would shoot that down, Goose, because I'd like to do something where like we're sitting.
We're just spitting out ideas. We're sitting. What?
Most people sitting in a circle.
Hey, now. As long as we don't have to go over like I don't want it to be long enough where my butt falls asleep, because that happened when I was watching the Titanic in a theater.
Yeah.
That's why I hate that movie so much.
When you get that tingly butt.
How about Duck, Duck, Goose? That's fun.
The current world record for the most people sitting in a circle is 1,831.
For how long do you have to do it?
Well, I think if you're sitting, everyone just sits down at the same time.
And that's it?
And that's it. And then you get up. Yeah. I think we can get 1,000.
They formed a human chain where each person sat on the lap of the person behind them.
No, thank you.
Yeah, no, I've seen those the self chair where everyone just sits down at the same time.
I'm definitely not going to be like in court over that.
All right, what else? What else we got to try?
I like the freeze tag idea. I really do. I feel like that'd be easy to, or Duck, Duck, Goose.
But freeze tag would be never ending because there are so many people playing. By the time you're tagged, you'd be untagged by someone else, and then.
Okay. Would you have to be tagged or just running from somebody or chasing somebody? And it's 2,172, actually.
Okay. We could possibly do that. Anyways, I'm just saying we should probably put together something and try and break a world record.
I thought jump rope, but have you tried to jump rope lately? It's not as easy as when you were 7.
I would make it through about 7 seconds before I was out of breath.
And then we'd need all those jump ropes.
Yeah, I don't want that.
See, freeze tag doesn't require anything.
Here's another quick story as well. Long Island, a place called Peter's Clam Bar, celebrated National Lobster Day on Sunday, which also happens to be Father's Day, by releasing a 21-pound lobster back into the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh.
21-pound lobster. Lobster's name was Lorenzo. Here's the thing. They're pretty sure he's somewhere around 110 years old. What?
Oh, you just have to take care of that fella for the rest of his life. Then you're going to release him, and then who knows what's going to happen?
Like, is he still mobile? Like, what happens is when you're a 110-year-old lobster? Do you slow down? Are you a geriatric lobster? Do you have arthritis?
And they've probably been feeding him in the tank for a long time, so he was used to just getting fed, and now you're just going to release him?
Still know how to hunt? Good question.
That would not be a good lobster to eat. He's over 100 years old and weighs 21 pounds. That's going to be some...
That would be too much,
not
right?
Not good meat. No, not at all.
Yeah, the meat would be all tough.
Oh, yeah.
All dry and leathery like an old lady's skin. Spent too much time in Florida.
That's why, like, if we ever get in a plane crash, like, I'm the last to be eaten because I've just got a lot of, like, tough skin and all that.
Well,
so
that's because
I'm not
you
first.
don't have any, like, meat on you.
So stay away from me with your knife and fork.
Yeah.
All right? I don't want to be the first
I would want to
eaten.
feed you first. It's like, Kelly, you need to eat something.
Oh, really? So would you take a bite out of your own thigh
Yes.
for me? Oh,
100%.
you're a true friend.
I would absolutely cut some of this fat off and give it to you. For sure.
So you can do it right now if you ask.
Good. Anyways, good luck on your new adventures in the Atlantic Ocean, Lorenzo.
And now,
isn't it? 3 things you need to know before you go.
A Columbus woman remains jailed after allegedly stabbing her husband during an argument late last week. Police called to the home of Rebecca and Daryl Mitchell on Seymour Avenue shortly after 12 noon on Friday. Authorities say Rebecca admitted to attacking her husband, but he initially told medical staff he was stabbed by a stranger. This guy's not going to live, according to police. He is going to die from these stab wounds, but he told the medical staff that a stranger stabbed him.
He's still trying to protect his wife?
He was solid to the end. No snitch.
Wow. I mean, snitches get stitches.
Pre-stitches, I guess.
He's going to get a lot. They'll probably know.
That is just a wild story. The suspect in the murder of a Minnesota lawmaker and her husband set for court appearance today. Vance Bolter was captured last evening after a massive manhunt. He is charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted murder.
Wait, second-degree murder?
Isn't that weird? He dressed up like a cop, allegedly. Got into this couple's home, two separate couples' homes.
10 miles away from each other.
Shot and injured one of the couples, man and wife, and then went to the other one, got in the home, and shot and killed those 2.
But he even was sending texts and had other names on a list.
Yeah.
He was telling people, you might not see me, I might be dead. This is premeditated.
What gets you first-degree murder charge in Minnesota?
I'm the lawyer. I don't know all the ins and outs of the degrees of murders, but this is premeditated.
Absolutely.
Which I'm pretty sure is the definition of first-degree murder.
You may just undercharge someone to get them, into the system. I don't know.
You
if
can't
you had to deal with
change the charges afterwards, can you?
I think so. I think you can upgrade charges.
Oh, okay. I guess you can upgrade charges. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Once you find out more information, right. You're right.
Bolter allegedly killed state lawmaker Melissa Hortman and her husband and shot and injured Democratic Senator John Hoffman and his wife. Megadeth celebrating the 40th anniversary of their debut album, Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good, by launching a new fightwear and streetwear collection with Brooklyn-based brand Half Sumo. Now, Dave Mustaine loves martial arts. We know, didn't we talk to him not too long ago? He has black belts in Taekwondo and karate. He has a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And this fightwear collection is no slouch. It is absolutely authentic. It includes gear built for the dojo.
Wow.
You can utilize this stuff for what it's designed for. It's not just a logo slapped on a shirt. Now, they are dropping the collection in 4 waves. The first wave is available right now on the Half Sumo website. They've redesigned Vic Rattlehead. He has a katana, and it's pretty cool stuff.
Okay.
They've got a couple sweatshirts, some T-shirts, and a pair of joggers that are available right now, anywhere from between, I think, $45 and $100 some for the sweatshirt. So it's pretty cool merch if you're interested. Again, it's available on Half Sumo website, and they'll be dropping more throughout the summer. And those are your 3 things.
Oh, I like this stuff.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Not bad.
It's been a saying forever, but I mean, time flies. That's just a fact.
Yep.
Especially when you get older.
Especially when you're fishing.
Just seems like days are just moving faster and faster and faster. And so, here's something to think about. TheTropicalFruit.com did a list of 10 things that are 10 years ago this week. So, things that happened 10 years ago. And it seems like it wasn't that long ago.
This week?
Yes.
Specific?
Yes.
Okay.
Officially, Donald Trump announced he was running for president.
Holy crap.
June 16th, 2015. He comes down the golden escalator at Trump Towers to make the announcement.
Wow.
10 years ago. Yep. Do you remember the Rachel Dolezal scandal? She was the Spokane chapter president of the NAACP, and it turns out she was straight Caucasian, but she was trying to play it off.
That's right.
Like she wasn't.
That's right. I forgot all about that.
Yep. Here's one. This is crazy to think, because I remember going to the movie theater and watching Jurassic Park for the first time, and the T-Rex comes out, and all the groundbreaking CGI and animation that was done in that movie. That was 1995. I think it was 30 years ago now. 1995 was when that movie came out, 95, 96. And it was now 10 years ago that Jurassic World came out. Not the reboot, but the new kind of series of movies.
Yeah.
Jurassic World. And not only did it come out, it had the biggest opening weekend ever, pulling in $208.8 million, which actually only stood for about 6 months because that's when the new Star Wars trilogy began, and that was Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, which topped it with $248 million opening. But then that was broken not long after by Avengers Endgame, which opened to $357 million for an opening weekend. Let's see. If you're a sports fan, you may remember 10 years ago this week, A-Rod got his 3,000th hit. And here's the thing. The fan wouldn't give him the ball.
Oh, yeah.
He eventually did give it up for some signed swag, some free tickets, and a $150,000 donation to his favorite charity. But still, give A-Rod his ball. Come on. And then finally, I'm sorry, what you got there?
I was just going to, real quick.
His name is A-Rod.
Oh.
And he is a god. He makes a big wad, playing baseball for the Yankee squad.
And finally, Brian Williams got banished because of his BS helicopter story. He was suspended by NBC News earlier in the year after he claimed that he was on a helicopter that got hit by an RPG.
Yeah.
In Italy. Or in Iraq. In Italy. In Iraq. That never really happened. He was banished off to MSNBC.
Jeez.
Yeah. There you go. Things that happened 10 years ago. 99.7 The Blitz.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up today. Did you know that Bill Lear, the guy who invented Learjets, also invented the 8-track tape player?
All right, that's random.
But also, he's one of his daughters. He decided to name Shonda.
What's his name?
Bill Lear.
Yeah,
Chandelier. That's her name.
Wow.
A large part of Antarctica was covered in rainforests approximately 90 million years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy to think. It really is. What are we in for in the next 90 years?
90 million?
90 million years,
well, yeah. I mean,
or 90 years.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, you never know.
You never know.
You know, everybody talks about land mass and elevations and stuff. This planet's been here 4.5 billion years.
Yeah.
You know how many times the land has changed across this planet? Long before we got here.
Long time. Yeah, massive changes for sure. In 1956, the Summer Olympics were held in Melbourne, Australia, and Stockholm, Sweden. Stockholm was chosen to hold the equestrian events because horses couldn't be brought into Australia under quarantine regulations. So, no horses. You got to take it elsewhere. So they did.
Wow.
Stockholm, Sweden.
Poor horses.
Rats can laugh. We just can't hear it. It's not in our audible range. But someone actually made a video of them, tickling a rat. Not only that, but they socialize. They play. Like dogs play at the dog park. Rats will do the same thing.
I believe that. I watch squirrels do it. Why? I mean, they're just a furry-tailed rat.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And finally, I actually just had this conversation over the weekend. All human beings have 99.9% of the same DNA. It's just that...
It's that close.
It's that close.
Okay. Well, that does make sense because we are
50% of our DNA we share with a banana. So...
Wait, what?
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, we share 50% of our DNA with a banana.
That is just, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But here's the conversation I had, which is why it's so interesting, because I was thinking at what point, because if you look at, and I don't know of another species, maybe there is, but if you look at most species, you're like, okay, that's a gorilla.
Yeah.
Or that's a snake, minus colors and stuff.
Yeah.
They all look the same.
Yeah, it's a pig.
Right.
That's a zebra.
Yes.
For sure, that's a zebra.
Now, we're humans, but we all look different.
And it only takes 0.1%.
0.1% to make us all look completely different and have our own features.
Make us unique.
Yeah.
Fingerprints.
When did
all of that?
When did that happen? That's crazy. And why are we the only ones? Or are there others? I would love to know. Are there other species where they don't look?
Well, I mean, think about dogs. They're all different breeds of dogs.
Yeah, but...
Different colored dogs.
But all golden retrievers look like another golden retriever for the most part.
Well, and you can say that about groups of people, too.
I guess there's that. Okay.
You know.
Yeah, you're right.
But they're all dogs.
They're
just
all
like
dogs.
we're all people, brother.
There you go. Learning some stuff on a Monday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.
Having a life scholarship and being able to afford to go to college made me feel inspired to go.
When I got a life scholarship, it was such a relief.
I knew that I wanted to have an impact. Having a life scholarship through the SC Education Lottery was huge. It gave me the opportunity to make that impact right here at home.
The South Carolina Education Lottery. A better you, a better us, a better South Carolina. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.